Are you ready to dominate your fantasy football league this season? To crush your competition and bask in the glory of a championship run? Then you better pay attention, because we're about to let you in on the secrets of the 2024 rookie class. From dynamic pass catchers to dual-threat quarterbacks, this rookie class has it all. Players with the talent, the opportunity, and the situations to make an immediate impact on your fantasy squad. The kind of players that turn middling teams into juggernauts and propel contenders to the promised land of a championship. So, buckle up, because we're about to take you on a tour of the top 10 breakout rookies you need to know for the 2024 season. But before we continue, we would like you guys to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any amazing and entertaining content. Identifying breakout rookie talent is one of the most exhilarating and challenging aspects of fantasy football. The allure of the next superstar before they truly take the league by storm is exciting, but it's a pursuit full of uncertainty and risk. Will the rookie in question adapt quickly enough to the speed and complexity of the NFL game? How much playing time will they realistically see, especially in those crucial early weeks? And perhaps most crucially, can they consistently produce against the elite competition they'll face week in and week out? These are the ever-present questions that fantasy managers must grapple with when considering rookie prospects. For every generational talent who hits the ground running, there are countless others who struggle with the transition or get buried on the depth chart. Compounding the challenges is the constant influx of new information and shifting situations throughout the offseason and preseason. A rookie who seemed destined for a starting role could suddenly find themselves behind a free agent signing or a rising incumbent. An offensive scheme change could render a skill set ill-fitted. Injuries can reshuffle depth charts in an instant. It's a delicate balancing act, weighing a prospect's immense upside against the very real risks and obstacles they'll face. One misstep in evaluation or projection could be the difference between a league-winning pick and a costly draft day flop. But that's what makes identifying the true breakout rookies so rewarding. It takes meticulous research, keen insight, and a willingness to take calculated risks. That's why we've done the heavy lifting for you. With this guide in hand, you'll be equipped to navigate the uncharted waters of rookie talent, separating the flashes in the pan from the true cornerstones of your fantasy squad. So, get ready to take notes, and let's begin. Number 10, George Pickens, wide receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers. When the Steelers traded away Deontay Johnson, the runway for George Pickens to take over as the team's top receiving threat became crystal clear. And with Russell Wilson now under center, we have a perfect storm of opportunity brewing for the young wideout. In the games where Johnson was sidelined last season, Pickens showcased this potential, scoring over 20 points on multiple occasions. Even with Mason Rudolph under center, he proved he could produce at a high level. Now, with Wilson's proven ability to elevate his receivers, we're expecting Pickens to take that big leap forward. We've seen what Wilson can do with talents like DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Courtland Sutton, and Pickens has all the tools to be the next in line. Don't let Arthur Smith's arrival as offensive coordinator deter you. When Smith was in Tennessee, he helped A.J. Brown rack up over 2,100 yards and 19 touchdowns in just 2 seasons. Pickens is primed to be the focal point of Pittsburgh's passing attack, and he's worth targeting as early as the 4th round in drafts. Number 9, Drake London, wide receiver, Atlanta Falcons. After flashing his immense potential in his first 2 seasons, Drake London is poised for a true breakout campaign in 2024. The addition of Kirk Cousins at quarterback and Raheem Morris as head coach could be the catalyst that unlock London's full potential. We've seen London struggle with inconsistent quarterback play and a run-heavy offense under Arthur Smith. But now, with Cousins under center, we're expecting a significant uptick in production. Cousins has a proven track record of elevating his receivers, from Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen to Stephon Diggs. Zach Robinson's arrival as offensive coordinator is another exciting development. Robinson spent the last 2 seasons honing his skills with the Rams, working closely with talents like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. His expertise in developing receivers could be the missing piece for London's ascension. Number 8, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, New York Jets. Garrett Wilson showed flashes of brilliance as a rookie, averaging an impressive 17.6 points per game when paired with competent quarterback play from Joe Flacco or Mike White. But his production was ultimately capped by the lackluster play of Zach Wilson. However, with Aaron Rodgers assuming he's healthy, now at the helm of the Jets offense, we're about to witness the true unleashing of Garrett Wilson's talents. No longer will he be hamstrung by subpar quarterback play. Rodgers' arrival is the catalyst that could launch Wilson into the stratosphere of elite fantasy receivers. Despite the challenges he faced last season, Wilson still averaged a robust 9.9 targets per game, good for 7th in the NFL. With Rodgers' precision and experience, we're expecting those targets to translate into game-changing production. Wilson is firmly entrenched as a late first-round pick in our rankings, but he shouldn't slip past the top 15 overall in drafts. Number 7, Keon Coleman, wide receiver, Buffalo Bills. When the Bills spent early draft capital on Keon Coleman, fantasy managers had every reason to be excited. After all, landing in Josh Allen's high-powered offense is about as ideal a situation as a rookie receiver could hope for. While Coleman's college profile might raise some concerns about his long-term sustainability, his lack of target competition in year one should allow him to be productive by default. And let's not forget, Coleman is still just 21 years old, with plenty of room to grow and develop. One of the concerns surrounding Coleman is his ability to separate from defenders, but that's where Josh Allen's elite arm talent comes into play. Allen isn't afraid to thread the needle into tight windows, which should help maintain a strong target rate for Coleman as he continues to hone his craft. With Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis no longer in Buffalo, the path is clear for Coleman to make an immediate impact. While his long-term ceiling may be in question, his rookie-year production could be a fantasy goldmine. Number 6, Ladd McConkey, wide receiver, Los Angeles Chargers. When the Chargers selected Ladd McConkey in the second round, the fantasy community let out a collective sigh of relief. While they may have missed out on the top wideout talents, they landed a player who could be Justin Herbert's new favorite target. McConkey's skill set and route-running prowess make him an ideal fit for the slot role in the NFL, which just so happens to be Herbert's sweet spot. Over the past 2 seasons, Herbert has been one of the most efficient passers when targeting the slot, ranking 3rd in passing grade in that area. Expect McConkey to be involved early and often in this offense. His ability to get open and produce after the catch should make him a reliable weekly contributor for fantasy managers. And let's not forget, McConkey was extremely productive from the slot alignment in college, ranking among the best in this class in yards per route run and first down touchdown rate. With Herbert's trust and the potential to lead the Chargers in targets as a rookie, McConkey could be a fantasy steal in the later rounds. Don't be surprised if he emerges as one of the top rookie receivers in 2024. Number 5, Xavier Worthy, wide receiver, Kansas City Chiefs. Could there have been a more perfect landing spot for Xavier Worthy than the Kansas City Chiefs? Worthy's blistering speed and ability to create yards after the catch make him an ideal fit for Andy Reid's explosive offense and Patrick Mahomes' gunslinger mentality. With a 4.21-second 40-yard dash time, Worthy provides Mahomes with the deep threat he's been lacking in recent years. But he's not just a one-trick pony. Worthy excels at taking short passes and turning them into big gains, a skill that meshes perfectly with the Chiefs' high percentage of passing yards coming after the catch. While Worthy's deep ball numbers at Texas weren't eye-popping, that was largely due to poor quarterback play. With Mahomes' precision and touch on deep throws, we're expecting Worthy to thrive as a vertical threat and provide a dynamic element the Chiefs have been missing. With Rashee Rice expected to serve a suspension to start the season, Worthy's importance to the offense could be amplified right out of the gate. Fantasy managers who snag him in the later rounds could be rewarded with week-winning performances from this rookie speedster. Worthy has the potential to be a true game-breaker in Kansas City's offense, capable of taking the top off defenses or gashing them after the catch. Number 4, Malik Nabers, wide receiver, New York Giants. While the Giants' quarterback situation and overall offense raise some concerns, one thing is certain: Malik Nabers is poised to see a massive volume of targets as a rookie. With a severe lack of proven receiving threats in New York, Neighbors could find himself on an island, soaking up looks from week to week. Neighbors' college profile draws comparisons to 2022 Offensive Rookie of the Year Garrett Wilson. Like Wilson, Neighbors was a top 10 pick who enters the league with a lackluster target competition and question marks at quarterback. But also like Wilson, Neighbors' combination of talent and volume could overcome those obstacles. Even in a low-scoring offense, Wilson finished as the PPR wide receiver 21 last season. Neighbors, who posted even better efficiency metrics in college, could realistically surpass Wilson's rookie year production, especially if Daniel Jones returns healthy. Number 3, Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Arizona Cardinals. Not only is Marvin Harrison Jr. considered the best wide receiver in this year's draft class, but he also landed in an ideal situation with the Arizona Cardinals. With Kyler Murray at quarterback and a lack of proven receiving threats, Harrison Jr. is primed to step in as the Cardinals' new alpha dog from day one. Harrison Jr.'s college profile at Ohio State is nothing short of elite. He posted an incredible 0.28 targets per route run, a mark that should easily translate to the NFL. And with his only real competition for targets being tight end Trey McBride, the volume potential for Harrison Jr. is through the roof. From his ability to separate and get open to his diverse route running skills, Harrison Jr. is the complete package. Number 2, Jaden Daniels, quarterback, Washington Commanders. Like Caleb Williams in Chicago, Jaden Daniels finds himself in an ideal situation to produce for fantasy right out of the gate. The Commanders may not have the same level of receiving talent as the Bears, but they still boast a formidable group of pass catchers headlined by Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Austin Eckler, and Zach Ertz. But what really sets Daniels apart is his elite rushing ability, which should translate seamlessly to the NFL game. Daniels ranks in the 95th percentile among quarterback prospects in missed tackles forced per attempt and an incredible 96th percentile in yards after contact per attempt. Over the past 2 seasons at LSU, Daniels averaged an eye-popping 13.8 fantasy points via his rushing production alone. That's the second highest mark among all quarterback prospects since 2017, trailing only Lamar Jackson. If Daniels can stay healthy and avoid the hits that derailed Anthony Richardson's rookie campaign, he should quickly establish himself as a weekly fantasy starter. His dual-threat abilities and impressive supporting cast make him a prime breakout candidate in 2024. Number 1, Caleb Williams, quarterback, Chicago Bears. While every rookie on this list has immense potential, there is one player who stands head and shoulders above the rest as the prospect poised to take the fantasy world by storm in 2024, Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears. When the Bears made the bold move to select Williams with the first overall pick, they essentially handed him the keys to become a fantasy success. Williams steps into an offensive utopia, surrounded by an embarrassment of riches in the receiving corps. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze form a trio of elite pass catchers, while reliable options like Cole Kmet and DeAndre Swift provide additional weapons in the passing and rushing attacks. But it's not just the supporting cast that makes Williams a fantasy dream. The young quarterback brings a rare combination of talents to the table himself. A true dual-threat dynamo, Williams has the ability to shred defenses with his arms and his legs, extending plays and making big-time throws downfield or taking off for chunk gains on the ground. During his college career, Williams put up video game numbers, averaging an eye-popping 29.5 fantasy points per game, the 5th best mark among Power 5 quarterback prospects since 2017. That's elite company, trailing only generational talents like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson. With his diverse skill set and the offensive firepower surrounding him in Chicago, we're expecting Williams to push for weekly QB1 overall status right out of the gates. A top 12 finish seems like a virtual lock, with top 15 upside at the very least. And if everything clicks into place, a push for the overall QB1 crown in his rookie season is well within the realm of possibility. When you combine Williams' talent with the Bears' offensive juggernaut, it's a recipe for pure rookie dominance in 2024. He's the ultimate prize for fantasy managers, a player with the potential to single-handedly carry teams to championship glory in his debut campaign. While every rookie on this list brings intrigue and upside, Caleb Williams stands alone as the undisputed rookie king of the 2024 fantasy season. Landing him on your squad could be the difference between a middling campaign and a season for the ages. To sum it all up, we've covered an absolute bounty of rookie talent that's poised to make waves in the 2024 fantasy football season. While drafting rookies always carries some risk, doing your due diligence and making informed decisions can pay massive dividends. These rookies have the talent, the opportunity, and the situations to make an immediate fantasy impact, separating the championship caliber teams from the also-rans. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth football analysis and let us know in the comments which rookies you believe will dominate this season. Share your thoughts, debate with fellow fans, and get ready to build a juggernaut of a fantasy team with these breakout rookies leading the charge. Remember, knowledge is power in the world of fantasy football, and by staying ahead of the curve, you'll have a major advantage over your competition. So, hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon for future analysis.